Yes, yes. See, we are a very small team. We have a workforce. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. My workforce is small. As in, we are just 2-3 people right now.
Okay.
We had a marketing person who has left now, so that is still this thing, sales and marketing. But other than that, we have 3 more guys. So
Okay.
I look after production myself. I look after production, and I have a partner who looks after finance and accounting.
Okay.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah, and we have one guy for.
And what kind of production you do? Can you explain your complete process? I mean, what is the cycle that happens?
Sure. So see, we are basically a cast iron foundry. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible? Yeah. Okay. So we're cast iron foundry basically. So we do 3 types of things. One is we have orders that are from our customers. They give us a pattern and we produce according to their PO and required schedule. Okay. Second is we have our own product, which is not one. We have a range of products, around 8 products to be correct. And there's still some development, which are cookware, cast iron cookware.
Okay.
And also we do some trading under this brand for engineering solutions. There's like valves and actuators and some kind of sensor systems, air sensors, air purifiers.
Okay.
So this is, I want something that can cover all this, because for one person to handle these things, it's becoming a little bit of a, it's a task.
Understand. Yes, yeah. And that production you do in-house or you get it outsourced from somebody?
No, everything is in-house. I mean, there is one process is done out, the rest all is in-house.
Okay, understand. In the production, this is a assembly-based production or how it is?
No, it is process-based. It's a cast iron foundry, so it's a batch process.
Okay, so you have one like product that goes through. Okay.
See, it's like this. We have one big pot, okay, and just imagine, just to make it very easy, just imagine. Have you seen chocolates being manufactured, sir?
Yes, yeah. Online, I have seen it in Discovery.
Yes. Okay. So imagine we have a big bowl, a big thing that is on the fire to make the chocolate. Okay. So say a particular client requires chocolate with raisins in it. So we, according to his taste and his liking, we will add the cocoa beans, milk powder, milk, and the raisins, and we'll prepare that batch.
Right. Correct.
They are poured into molds, which are a particular shape in which they are required by the customer.
Okay. Right.
Once it cools down, then it is these molds are made in sand. Here in the cake and the stuff silicon, they can be removed. Here it's made of sand. So then that process is done outsourced, and then it comes back to our unit for inspection for quality, and then it's dispatched.
Okay, understand. Yes. Okay. So similar process.
Yeah, this is the fixed process. Now, what we have variations is the the recipe, which you can say chocolate recipe. What we call is our heat. Right. We call it a heat. So every heat has a different metallurgy. Right. So some have addition of copper, some have addition of chrome, some have different percentage of silicon.
Understand. The mixing will be different as per the order.
Right. Now, in one particular batch or one particular metallurgy can be used for all of my products for sure. And sometimes some of the customer products also are done in the same metallurgy. And then sometimes my customer project requires a totally different metallurgy. So at that time, I cannot pour that metal into my molds.
Okay.
So basically, the management of how the molding goes and how we correlate it to the melting. See, the main processes are 2: melting and molding.
Right. Got it. So those are the bigger processes. I think.
Yes.
I think we have a good high-level idea, and I think we'll have our demo arranged with that in mind. Okay. I'll just share my screen. You can see my screen.
Yeah. Login ERP Google.
Yes. Yeah.
I have a few doubts now. Can I just ask you one question right at the start? When you say you're a Google operated, a Google system, as in you're using Google Drive as a cloud service, or is it a totally different aspect of Google business?
Oh, it is totally different aspect of a Google business. And let me just take you to the cloud.google.com. So, If you see my screen right now, normally
Yeah, one second.
Google has only Gmail and Google.com search engine.
Okay.
And of course, with this cloud computing and all, so Google is one of the major product player in that.
Okay. So, yeah. So Google is your cloud service provider itself.
Yes. Yes. In fact.
And what about your front end and back end?
Yes. So we are Google's technology partner. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
So like you can see, you asked about Drive. So you have Gmail. Drive is just one part of it. They call G Suite. And then there are so many other things now here. So we are a Google technology partner. We are using multiple of these products and have created this ERP on top of Google's cloud products, multiple products. Okay.
Okay.
When we say product, maybe we use the Google storage mechanism to store the data. We use the Google's compute engines to process the data. And so many other aspects. You want to communicate, it happens via Google services. So what we have done, we are using Google's underlying services. Google takes care of all the infrastructure, backup, security, and so many aspects. And then at the front end, back end is all Google. Okay, on the front end, we have developed this in technology called AngularJS and Java. Okay, so sitting on top of Google services, you see the product Google who has their product. On top of that, we have created this ERP platform. Okay.
Right.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, sure. So I just was like, whether you're just using the word Google because it's cloud or what?
No, we go here. Even I'll go a little deeper and I'll take you to something called as Google Cloud Partner.
Yeah, I was about to say that. What are the different kind of partners and what is their role? That could really clarify in more details to Mr. Chandran.
So this is the.
I don't think I require this.
You can still see my screen.
Yes, sir. I can see. Find Google right now. Google something.
Yeah. So I search our company name, and you can see this company name, and this is the partnership level, which is called as software as a service.
Yes. No, I was just curious. This thing doesn't actually make much sense to me.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay. And then you might have other partner like big companies. If you search Wipro, yes, Infosys, they are also there. But if you see, they are service partners. Okay. So what they'll do is they don't have their own product. They will just provide you whatever you ask them to work on the Google.
Just 1 second. Can you just hold 1 second, please? I just need to make this so that I don't have to break my head later. Make notes. Okay. Okay, yeah, please. Hello? Yeah. Hello, anybody there?
Yeah. Fine. We are using Google services, underlying product, everything. For example, have you heard about G Suite?
What suit?
Google Suite.
No, I have not heard of that.
Okay, fine. So, fine. I'll just ignore that. If you have a business account with Google where you have a business email address, Drive, and all for your business.
Oh, no. I have not done that yet.
Okay, fine. And then you can log in with that account.
I do.
So in that case, all the user management and everything is done by Google. Here we can create
I just need to cut you out for 1 minute. I just need to know this one more thing. What is the minimum data speed you require for your software to run?
Sorry?
Minimum data speed you would require because this is cloud based, right?
2G. Minimum 2G is required. If you have 3G plus, that's well and good.
Okay, good. Because I'm a little remote area. We get up to 3G, no problem, but not for this 4G and all that.
Not required, yeah. 3G is more than sufficient.
Okay.
And then you can access this on any device, any place.
Okay.
Once you log in. Yeah. So typically, wherever you can access a Google Drive or Gmail, you can access this product.
Okay.
Okay. So once you log in,
Right.
we have a couple of modules like in the ERP called as approval management. For example,
Okay.
say somebody enters the purchase order, you don't want that purchase order to go to the supplier directly.
Okay.
You want somebody to review and approve it. So that can be done digitally. You can do it manually today, that he'll take a printout, get it to you, you will oversee and then
I will
sign it.
sign it. Yes.
So that's the same. So when you do get into digital, you don't need to sign that way. You get the approvals coming to you, any purchase order sent to you, and then you can view that purchase order and approve it. And this can be done for all the things like supplier invoice is entered in system, it goes to approval. A purchase order is entered, it goes through approval, etc. Okay. So that is the approval management module. Then we have a full-fledged accounting system. Are you using anything for accounting?
Tally.
Okay, great. So that's where most of our clients normally use. So we have an integrated accounting module here. We'll come to that a little later. Then we have a purchase management. We have a CRM and sales management.
Excuse me. I just need to take a call. Hold on 1 second, please. Sorry. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Then we have accounting, purchase, CRM and sales module, inventory management, full-fledged inventory management can be done.
Okay.
Then we have a production module, and then there are some other supporting modules like payroll processing.
Okay, that all is not much.
Yeah, task management, expense management, etc. Quality management.
What's expense management? Sorry.
Expense means suppose you have a people traveling or working, and they
Okay. For sales team.
Yeah, sales team, they can digitally enter the expense details, travel details, and it goes to approval. And it goes to account as
So this thing is web mobile phone supported, is it?
Yes, yeah, they can do it over the mobile.
Okay. They know this entire package runs over mobile. Will this package open on a mobile?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Okay. So, yeah, and then there are some support management. You have a query coming on, you can have it, and small part of project management, quality management, etc. What I'll do is I'll focus on your core part.
Yes, production.
My understanding. Say for example, we have like you use Tally. You have a master in Tally. Like if you have a list of suppliers.
Correct. And, are you going for purchase or production? Purchase.
So
Okay.
I will start with the production. In fact, this is the end module. We come to know about that. Say for example, in order to produce, you need to know, do you have a raw material or not? You are producing it against the sales order.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So everything is in one. That's what is different between a ERP system and maybe other product. That you have a complete process. You can run the process end to end. Okay, but before that, I'm just going and saying there are masters like supplier, customer, atom master. Like I have atom master here. You can create atoms, give them names.
Okay.
Atom can be under one or more category. You can put it under packaging material, etc., metal, etc. Finished product, semi-finished product, and these categories you can create on your own.
Okay.
So you define your categories as per your business requirement. Okay.
Okay.
And then you define your atom as per your requirement. So atom master, pretty much like Tally you will be doing. So okay.
Okay.
So once this is done, you can define something called as UAM.
Okay.
I'll do it here. So I have already created one bill of material. I'll try and open it. Like you have a one bill of material called sample product. For this, you can say whether this is a process based, assembly based, or it is a mixed. So we create this. Then category one, raw material, which atoms are required. This is the recipe that we were talking. Atom one, quantity. atoms with this. You can go on add as many atoms as you want under raw material. Okay.
Okay.
Similarly, you need a one more category like packaging material is required. You can go ahead
Okay.
and add as many atoms as packaging material.
Okay.
So this is how we can go on and add recipe here as complex as possible. Okay, so this is there. You can add a overhead, and that will give you something called as BOM bill. So do you use the concept of bill of material?
I understood. No, we don't use it. We have something else, but okay. We call it heat.
Okay, right, correct. But you need this mix of material to hit. But then you have a processes in that. So first, assembling process, but you might have a heating process here, and then you have a pouring from your.
Sorry. Actually, this thing. Just let me just get this now. This production steps you're doing. This is a compulsory thing or a not compulsory thing?
It's not compulsory, but you can because if it is just assembly based, this is
No,
optional.
because we cannot keep any electronic devices close to my furnace, it'll melt. So I cannot keep PC there.
Okay. So
and there is an electronic. It's an electronic field, so even electronic devices get spoiled. Even my mobile phone got spoiled.
Okay.
It's an electromagnetic furnace, so there's always electromagnetic field around it.
Okay, got it. Yeah, but you put the mixture of different materials into that furnace.
Yeah, it is manually, and it is common knowledge. The process, which first carbon goes in, then raw pig. That is common knowledge.
Yeah, got it. So that's a very common knowledge in your case. But then the material goes through this, but something will come out of it.
Yes.
So what will happen in your case? Let me go to process master. This is also configurable. You will have a process called as hitting.
Cost per unit. That's nice. H1, H2.
We have something called as heat treatment here.
It is different. Okay.
Okay, but maybe I won't go through the detail right now. But you can set up the process that it goes through hitting. Then what comes out of hitting when X number of.
Okay, I understood. We can set up the process. Okay.
Yeah. And then once heated material, you pour it and etc.
See, on the right hand side, I can see this thing called cost. That is in this. This is the master. So we have to add. I have to manually input this thing. Is it?
Manually can be imported. It will automatically take the cost of material.
Okay. Okay, from the purchase layer.
Yeah, and then you can create as many BOMs as possible. Okay.
Okay.
So what will happen now? You have a suppose sales team working. They have a purchase order. You can create a production plan. So you want to plan. You want to plan to produce something now. Production. So you do at two places. You do it on your own. That okay, I need to manufacture this sample product, this many quantities. Okay.
Okay.
Or sometimes you have a sales order coming up. So you select one sales order, it will create the products inside this in a production plan.
Okay.
So I'm making a production plan manually, saying I want to manufacture this item between these two. And I say, okay, my production plan is happening here. You can have a facility plant where it is happening. You have one location, then fine. Put it into scheduled state. So once it is put into a scheduled state, system will calculate the requirement of the raw material. So in this product, I had only 2 raw material required. How much is
okay.
How much is required for this plan? Quantity.
Okay. Now, this particular screen is visible to whom?
Production manager, whoever is doing a production planning.
But even the purchase manager should be able to see this, right?
Yeah, that we will come to know that after this. Okay, so right now it is a production manager doing this. Okay, so as a production manager, what I see is what is stock in hand, what is the required for this plan, what is safety quantity, what is in purchase quantity, what is booked by another plan. If you have another customer order,
Understand.
consider all this and tell you how much stock you will have in hand for this plan. And if you need to purchase, it will tell you that you need to purchase this quantity. Okay. So with that, now I have to purchase something. I can create something called as a purchase requisition.
Okay, indent.
Indent. And as a production manager, I'm putting an indent. I come here. I can give my notes here. Notes for this indent. And this is going to, I can have approval defined on this. As a production manager, I can't directly say and purchase.
Get it done.
Get it done. No, they will say, have you approved it from operation management, etc. So right now, I have not defined the approval management on this. But you can define, you will see in case of a purchase order. I'll just approve it myself now.
Okay.
The moment the purchase requisition is approved, purchase manager, purchase team will get a notification here that so and so purchase requisition is approved. They get the email. When they log into the system in purchase, they see a purchase requisition. And here is one approved purchase requisition we just created. Okay. So they see this purchase requisition. If required, now if you have pre-planned vendors that they provide the raw material, you will need not worry about sending inquiries, registering a quotation, and looking at the quotation comparison.
Correct.
This is all not required. But if required, this can be done. I'm skipping these 3 steps that you send a purchase inquiries, you register a quotation, you see a quotation comparison. Okay, in your case, it may not be required because you have regular suppliers.
So there are some particular items which we require, like the silicon and carbon. The rates vary day by day. So some suppliers have old stock, new stock. So we keep taking this. This is a requirement.
Then in that case, you can, through system itself, you can send an inquiry to supplier. He will send a quotation. You can enter it, and you will see a comparison. Here, first supplier name, second column will be second supplier. What are their prices? What is their terms conditions? You will be able to see it. Okay. So I'll convert as a purchase manager. I'll do all create a purchase order. I converted a purchase requisition into purchase. Now I am a purchase manager or a purchase executive.
1 second, please.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. So when the email will be sent to a supplier, when he replies, it is automatically updated to the system, or is it somebody has to enter it?
No, you have to enter the details, right?
Okay, fine.
Okay. Fine. And as a purchase manager, I'm creating a purchase. All I did is I take a couple of characters. It shows me the supplier with matching.
Okay.
I select this. I select the GST details. I select the pricing. You also have a concept called per supplier price list and all the purchase will automatically come. Where you can see the last 3 purchase prices by various dates from various suppliers. Okay, and then terms and condition can be predefined. You can change as the case. And then I only select the purchase supplier and added a purchase price. I can save this as a draft. When I save as a draft, I have common features on many documents. I can print and see how it looks like in a PDF format.
Okay.
So this is my purchase order. Okay, this is a purchase order detail, supplier detail, bill to ship to. You can have different addresses. This detail, GST detail, your terms and conditions. And this is a PDF document. You can save it on your drive, attach to email, take a printout and share with supplier the way you want. Okay.
Okay.
This is a purchase order. What else you can do is you can have a common method. Suppose supplier send me a quotation. I can copy and attach it here. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
There are multiple versions of purchase order that can be done. Later on, I can see the report of this. This order number is this, and I can keep it in draft mode as long as I want. Suppose I went to the list. This is the draft purchase order.
It's your computer. Okay.
I keep updating. When I'm ready, I have an approval defined on this. So now, how is approval defined that who will approve the purchase order?
Purchase manager.
Yeah, I'm setting right now, and I'm just explaining how approval can be defined. I went to the settings tab, and I'm saying purchase order approval. I have this purchase order, and in approval setting, I say first level of approval will be done by purchase manager.
Just 1 minute. This who's doing this approval setting? I, as an owner.
Sorry?
This setting has to be done for every PO.
No, only once. You will do it only once. Setting will be once.
Okay.
So the setting part is always one. So you do it. I'm just showing you right now. So that,
understood. Okay.
Yeah. So purchase manager. Then you have a role created like purchase manager. There are people assigned to the roles. So purchase manager level 2 will be CMD, but there is a condition. Only more than 10,000 it goes to the CMD. So this way you can go and add as many level as possible. The purchase of any kind of document, supplier invoice, purchase order, requisitions, whatnot. You can put a approval on any document.
Okay.
So this is how you define it. And now, once it is defined, I did not change anything there. Like in requisition, you might have noticed I did not get a submit button. I could approve it myself from more action. Now I cannot because there is approval. So I get a submit button, I submit it.
Please.
Okay.
Okay.
So I submitted this for approval. So now the status of a PO becomes pending approval, and
Now you cannot edit it.
And I cannot edit it. It is all freeze, and this is in pending state. But I can see one more additional tab called as approval details. Here I see that level 1 with and who is the person. Click on I can know the person that is.
Shrikant. Okay.
Second level who is the person. Okay. So now what will happen is this user will get an alert here that there is a purchase order for his approval. Like this.
On his screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
On his alert tab.
Your voice is breaking, sir. Hello.
You can also get an email in the inbox.
Okay.
That's the approval assignment.
Okay.
But he logs into the system. Under my approval, he will see.
So voice is breaking, I believe, for him as well. So
Yes.
you just check.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Ganesh.
Minute, I will.
Yeah, your voice is breaking.
Is it better now?
Okay. Hello. No.
It's not.
Hello.
Not yet.
Not yet. Just a
I
minute.
don't know. Yeah.
Is it any better now? Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
It's better. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Very much.
Okay. So what I was saying is when the approval comes, he clicks on my approval, he will see all the items pending for his review and approval.
Okay.
Okay. Now I am an admin, so I can see all approval pending here. I'm not a user, but I can click on this and see all approval pending. What
Hello. Sir, I think you. Hello. Some wire problem. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, sir. Yeah, you went again.
Okay. I think there's some fluctuation in the net. Let me.
Maybe the net. Anyway, sir, you were saying there's purchase order in the.
During approval, I can open that PDF and see what is the purchase order coming for my approval.
Okay.
Okay, I can. I'll show you the other option. I can see previous approvers, comments, notes, updated details.
Okay.
I can see any attachments added on that. I can open right here. I just added it. I can download it. Then I can also reassign it to somebody. If I want somebody else to check it back, I can send it back.
Okay.
Finally, I can approve it myself. So I'll approve it, approve or reject. Now, but now it got assigned to the CMD.
Okay.
I'll approve this also. But while approving this, I can see previous approvals, detail and comment, like this was approved by this user at this time.
Okay.
Etc. And now it is like CMD. I'll approve this also. So once this purchase order is approved, now you can see this becomes a finalized document. I can, again, this is a PDF document. I can take the PDF, send it. If required, I can email it right via system. So it will pick up a supplier address. There is a predefined template here, and I can send the email from this.
Oh, okay. What is this? H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6?
Which one?
Those are different formats, is it? The early screen?
Just a minute. Yeah. This is just a
heading.
Messages.
Okay.
Header one,
Heading.
Header two.
Okay. Okay.
Document you can format this.
Okay.
Like this way. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And suppose now this purchase order is shared with the supplier, he will come back with a material, right? In the system, I will go and create a stock receipt. So while creating a stock receipt, I have an option to type supplier number, what material I received, item 1, 2, 3, and what quantity I received. I can do that. Or what I can do is I can click on a purchase order and select a purchase order. I selected this purchase order. Complete material, all the due quantity on that purchase order in a receipt automatically. You will select which warehouse you are taking. We have a warehouse master also. So I'm selecting, I took it to default warehouse. And then everything is automatically. If you have a, suppose instead of 2400 material in quantity, if they send 1800, I can type 1800.
That is the required quantity.
Yes, all quantity. Yes, I can do that. So again, this material is coming. I save as a draft. I can have article added. I can take a printout, etc. But I'm submitting it for approval.
I just want to know, Mr. Dinesh.
Yeah.
Say while the system is running and while you're doing something, if there is a failure in internet connectivity, what is it? Is it a rollback, or is it does it get frozen?
No, rollback. It will roll back. You'll have to log in fresh and start the work from earlier point. Okay. So like this receipt is also approved. So you will immediately see once the receipt is approved and finalized. Immediately see the current stock in your warehouse. So I had item 1 and 2. I'll show one item. So this shows me the current quantities. This is the quantity. If I look at this is the total quantity. If I go in and see this 34,000 total quantity is divided into various batches that I purchased at various times. So this is my batch. A minute back I created this. If I click on this, it will tell me against which production plan I purchased, what was the PO, what is the receipt number, PR number, etc.
Okay.
And
what about pending orders?
This 2400 quantity added into this now.
Okay.
So now what will happen? You will also get a supplier's invoice. You will punch into the system. That becomes your payable. So I create supplier invoice. Supplier invoice against purchase order. It will pre-fill the supplier invoice for me. What quantity, what prices as per PO. His invoice number was this. Invoice date, whatever it was, and what is my due date? Suppose it is a 60 days due, so it will say 22nd of March I have to pay this invoice. If I say payment terms of 30 days, it will say 21st of Feb. So I'll save this as a draft. Yeah, you can hear me? Mr. Sheldon, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think he's on phone.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I believe you're on. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hello.
Yes.
Sorry, I had a call.
Yeah. No.
I cannot hear. Hello. Yeah, a little. It's getting cut out again. You're out again. Cannot hear you.
Okay.
Isn't it bad? Hello.
Voice is not yours.
Now I can hear. Now I can hear.
No, that is me. That is me. I'm talking about Ganesh. Ganesh sir's voice is not audible.
Okay. This is Suraj sir.
Yeah, it has to do with net connection.
Net connectivity, I believe. Yes.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah. So what I
Ajay, where are you sitting, sir? If it's not too
we are sitting in
inquisitive.
Pune.
Okay. So the company is based out of Pune.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Fantastic. Okay.
once in a supplier invoice that got approved by purchase manager, CMD and all, what will happen is this was the purchase invoice of 6,34,000. I should have this going into the accounting as payable on a particular date.
Correct. 30 days from now. Oh,
Yeah. So
something
this
like
is
that.
21st of Feb. This supplier and this is the amount payable. Okay. Now,
Okay.
so, and you can see the ledger of this supplier right away here. This is the ledger which says 6,65,000. That is this amount. Who's ever to do this payment? I'll just take payment. Current account. This payment will get marked as paid and there won't be a due on this. Yeah, you can see the due amount is 0. This is paid, and if you see the ledger for this supplier, it will get knocked out with that price. Yeah, now it's back to this because this payment was done.
Okay.
Now,
This is ledger, basic ledger.
yes. So let me take a break and explain you what happened just now. We have a master data, we created BOM, we created a production plan. Automatically stock requirement gets created. I can put a requisition. It comes to the purchase, requisition gets approved, purchase order is issued, material comes in the inventory. I can see material in the store, and I book a supplier invoice, it goes into accounting. So we covered accounting, purchase, store, and production module. And this was a seamless process-based approach. Planning till procurement, everything can be done hand in hand.
Now I want to do one thing. Now just this production module. Can you just go to that?
Yeah.
Okay. So now on a production module, plan start dates I can see for different.
Yeah.
Okay. But what about the end dates? If I need that, because I need to commit.
Yeah, you have a start date as 29th, and I said the end date is 31st. So
So how did this 31st date come? It is entered manually or
manually,
it is
yes,
generated?
I did select it like this. The plan will start on this, and the end will
Ah,
end on.
okay.
Should have
But
said,
then,
now
what about process availability?
which one?
There should be available facilities, no?
That's correct. Yes, yeah. So that's what we are saying. Where which facility it is running? Okay. Now you might have a further tracking of if you have a furnace that will be booked for what plan.
Correct.
Right.
Like, see, in a day we can take 16 heats. Okay,
Right.
so that's 16 hours, and so we have 16 heats. So how do I schedule, like which heat is going to which?
So we will come to the scheduling of that. We will see the high level, and then we'll come back to that part as well. So what will happen is, now this plan was in schedule mode. Assume that material is there, the date is coming. Today is 29th. I will turn this plan into a in progress now. And what I'll do is now everything is done. I need a stock for my first hit. Okay. And I say maybe plan was planned for 3 days. You want to do it step by step, so you can do it. You can put the note stock for hit 1, plan 1. So this is the stock requisition sent by the production plan.
Interval document.
Yeah. So this is the requisition. What store does is, while requisitioning, you can put your expected date time also. I will not that. You see what is the material requisition, how much stock. Now I am a inventory person. I see this stock in hand, issued nothing. I can create a stock issue against this. I'll create an issue. I'll select a warehouse. The moment I select a warehouse, it shows me the in-hand quantity in that warehouse. So I select a default. I have enough quantity. I can type whatever I issued in physical. Okay, it is same as the requisition. I can just click on this. It will copy all the quantities here. I finalize this. So immediately it will reduce these quantities from the warehouse. So let me go and quickly show you that. So one stock, all the stock coming in and out is tracked here. You can see the was issued from default warehouse. 34,000 was the quantity, 24 got reduced. Now this is the quantity, and issue because of production issue number, so and so. Okay. Similarly, in the morning, when not couple of minutes back, when I took input of this, it was because of receipt number this, and this was previous quantity. So all the quantities coming in and out of warehouse are tracked. Okay. So I plan where I have a raw material. I start the plan. So I will see the material in my work in progress. Whenever I put up, the next part is not modeled in the system yet. That on which hit number 1, furnace number 2, you will be able to complete the hit process. Now there is only one process, of course, but if you select the hit process, it will say how much material was consumed for that and what was the output coming out of it. Okay, so you can have one or more product coming as output of that process. So right now we have only one process called assembling. I did an assembling of this material, I got a finished product. So if I say I did it for 1,000 quantity, it will say a proportionate as per the BOM, it will consume. If I say I did processing of more quantities, it says no, we don't have those many quantities available. I'll do it for 1,000. 1,000 finished products will be generated. So this is completed. In work in progress, I will see the sample product coming in here. If I click here, you can. This is just now I manufactured and reported in the system. 1,000 minutes back. Okay. What I can do is at the end of this, if required, I can request a quality check on this, and I can have a quality report. At the end of this, yeah.
I'm still not seeing when it is going to be completed. I mean, like we have assumed it will be completed on 31st.
Right.
That is an entry done by the production manager, right?
Right.
I want that. I mean, I need that date should be coming automatically because. See, I have only the production manager. I know I cannot, without knowing everything in hand. It literally takes me 2 hours in a day just to schedule when my customer is going to get the product. Then I have to backtrack. इनको ये हमको मेरे को production कब चालू करना है?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I need, I'm not getting right now. To be frank.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
Understand.
Can that
Yeah.
be possible?
We will, that's what we will do. We'll come back and see what are the gaps and what you want. Okay.
Okay.
So what I did so far was I did a progress report. It this 100 quantity that I managed. So maybe multiple batches, 1500 quantity I manufactured. And so this is the quantity I manufactured. I sent back. Again, this will show in the as a request to the store people. Whoever are responsible for moving this, they will create something called a production dispatch. You can send it directly to the customer. You can send it to the warehouse. I'm taking it into this warehouse. Here is a draft and I will finalize it. So this 1700 quantity will go into the specified warehouse. So this comes today's quantity. Okay, so what we saw was a very, very high level that how you can create a plan, how you can request a material, how you can report the production done, and then there are reports. Say for example, I can see my production plans, current open production plan, how much is produced so far, how much is pending, all that can come. That was, this plan number was
I lost you again.
yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. FG1.
Yeah, correct. So here you can see your all production plan. What was the planned quantity? How much is produced? What is pending? Even if you want to see process wise, then there is a one more report. You can see process report. Between 2 days, what is going on? How much quantity assembling is done? This, so heat treatment is done. This. Whatever next process is done, what is the quantity that was done. So you can see this here. So what we have this so far in the product, what we don't have was a machine level detail. Like you have a 10 furnace or 2 furnace. That is not a model.
So it can be added, right?
Yeah, that can be added. That we can customize as per, if you give us a detailed requirement, how you want it, we can model that part also here. Okay. But the point was, okay, detail, that is a little bit of a even further detail, machine level planning and this. But at high level, what you could do so far was create a production plan as per order, get a material requirement overview, do the purchase process, do inventory process, do the payment process, and production also you can handle all the material. So your material is handled via inventories as you request it for production and issued, as well as when a production is done, you see the material getting back into the warehouse and ready for shipment. So this was a very, very high level overview of what we have. There are further reports, we can customize report, we can customize some part of this. But this is what we have at a large level.
So this is all mouse control, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. You all have hotkeys?
Sorry?
Do you all use hotkeys or something?
So there are normal smart keys are there, like you can use tab and enter.
Okay.
It will keep moving. Yeah, those are there.
Well, because I use a laptop without a mouse, so it becomes very difficult.
Right.
So I'm on the go all the time. Can't keep that mouse with me.
Say like you can keep moving between tabs.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. The tab works. That's all. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. You select.
And if I Just go back to supplier name. Does it populate from the list of suppliers?
Yes, it does. So you don't enter it here. It has to be there in the master. So the moment I type a couple of characters, it shows me
Yeah.
a
Okay.
matching.
Okay. Great.
And this is everywhere. Even Atom also, there is no chance that you can make a mistake because you don't enter. You look up the atom and select one of them.
Good.
I type something of my choice here. That will give you error.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
Any questions for what we saw, at least for around that?
No, right now, okay, I got a clear picture of this pretty clearly. So I just wanted to know, this screen is of this particular screen which I am seeing of yours. Sorry, it went somewhere. Okay, yeah. So this screen is what everybody can see, or everybody has a different screen? Because you are collecting kind of.
Yeah, this is the screen for purchase order creation. So everybody will see the screen like this. But in the system, this left-hand side is not same for everybody. People will see only what they are supposed to see. For example, this is the user, and he is from purchase department. He's not from production. He did not see the production. So we can give access or remove access for this.
Okay.
Okay.
So only one owner, that is me. I can only change everything.
Yeah, correct. Okay. So you can change this and you can give the access to people. And when they log in, they will only see what they are supposed to see.
Okay. Do you have some?
They need not worry about the inventory. They will keep doing the purchase as per requirement.
Okay. Now, for marketing department, you don't have here.
Oh, there is. Only thing, we could not cover everything. We have ability to enter inquiries. You can enter inquiries here. You can put the.
So if an inquiry is there, okay, and we are pretty sure of getting that order. So that order inquiry can be.
Yes.
Like inquiry can be made and production can be taken against an inquiry.
Yes, it goes till production. I'll show you. I'll not run it, but I'll just guide you how that happens. You keep entering the inquiries. At some point, you get 100 inquiries. Only 3 of them.
1 or 2.
Yeah. So you keep entering all the inquiries that comes your way, but whichever is little solid, you convert it into the lead. In leads, you will have the inquiries where you have some more detail, like what is their cost, what is the order size they are looking at, when they want to close it, what product they are talking about. You can create a quotation against that and share it. You can have
among your report.
Again.
Yeah, I understood. I got this.
Order, you can create a production plan. We saw that earlier. And the next process is.
Okay, this I got. Now, what I want to know further is your costing. Do you have a report for each product wise costing?
Yes, yeah. So you might have noticed just now. Let me explain a little bit about costing. Whenever you purchase the material, you purchase same material at different prices from different people, or same person at different.
Correct. So we have that. We have no same different prices because it changes day to day.
Yes, correct. So we have
I want
moving average cost for all these atoms, 35,000 atoms. The 12 rupees is moving average cost. But if I go detail, the today's price that I purchased was at 56. This lot.
Yeah, you went through this earlier. I'm asking, like, say for instance, now one of my products, say product A, I started production. Okay, I purchased it, a raw material for it. Okay, or I've used from my stock. I will bill obviously at whatever item number I had to bill it at. Correct.
Right.
But I want to know what is the actually what cost I've incurred at for that particular dispatch.
That's what is happening here. The finished product, this is the SG that we created. System has calculated an average cost for you for this batch, considering all your raw material and the cost of processes.
Okay.
Okay, so it will calculate the raw material used in this batch. Okay. And what is the total cost of that? Plus, what was the cost of processes? You can put a cost of process in the BOM.
Okay, that definitely is there. You have to do that.
Correct. So it is there. So I could have put up something like
so for
this.
Project wise I can get this much was the cost of production.
Correct. Yes. Project wise also you can get it.
Because by the time the project gets over, actually the raw material rate has changed. So I want to hold data. I do not want refresh data.
At real data, at actual data.
Okay, fine. Great. Okay, so I think that's about it. Only thing is that I was telling about production date-wise. If I need, that is going to be something that you'll have to look into. You said.
That's correct. Yes. Yeah. If you give us a requirement how you want, we'll be able to model that.
Okay. I want to know now who are your current clients? You have anybody in my area who I can see?
Which area you belong to?
Belgaum, Karnataka.
I think we do have many clients in Bangalore.
Bangalore, okay. In this, anything similar process line as mine?
For furnace related, not, but process based, yes. There are many process based.
Batch-wise.
Yes. Say like we have a component manufacturer whose component goes through multiple processes of cutting, heat treatment, and all. But I think still that is different.
Yeah. No, I mean like he would have been purchasing one product, one small part from me. Assembly. We are the bare process. We are like the starting point.
Yes, yeah. I think Mr. Suraj, and you can continue the discussion. If there is something technical, we can have a phone call at any time, no problem. I have another call. Actually, I got fourth time a client is calling, so I'll take that call. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sure, Ganesh. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Sheldon. So you were talking about the clients. Yes, I believe your process, your job starts well before the clients that we have currently.
Yes.
And maybe they can purchase from you as well. So those are into some tools and tackles manufacturing or something of that kind. We have not similar industry, but again we have, as Ganesh sir mentioned, we have AAC is a company in Bangalore. Some food manufacturing company and other things, and we have chemical research and manufacturing company which provides services to worldwide, which is a 1,000 crore company. So we have clients right from say 1 crore to 1,000 crore kind of customer segments all over India and now in Sri Lanka.
Sir, I got from project I think this rate that you're giving me. 10,000 rupees per user per year.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many minimum users you require?
See, this is the price that is mentioned in the email is for standard version. What does the standard version means? One can use as it is system. No customization. Only the training and support is provided, but no customization is not possible in that because it's a standard platform for which is applicable for standard industries who want to use as it is. Okay. If somebody wants a customization, then we have a different dedicated platform wherein all the services, Google Cloud services, are been dedicated only for that customer, and there we can do any kind of customization.
Okay.
That's 15,000 rupees per user per year.
Yeah, she told me that customized is 15,000 and regular is 10,000. But in the regular, I think all the reports are already covered, right?
What Ganesh sir showed you just now was a standard platform. So reports is something which can be which is a data pooling kind of thing.
Correct.
So that report customization is possible over there, but any kind of application changes, like I want to add some fields or I want to calculate some formulas or something else. So that is not possible because if I do it for you, then it is applicable for all other standard customers. So that is not possible.
So mine is, I'll have to go for 15,000 per month.
Yeah, if you're a manufacturing company and production company, we always, in standard, we always recommend only for traders who just import the material or who just buy the material and sell it to the others. So that is a good system for those kind of customers. Production, manufacturing, they need some customization or the other. Correct. May not be today, but maybe tomorrow or something like that. So we recommend them to go for a dedicated platform because their performance is also there, because the resources or the cloud services are dedicated for them. So it's like shared bandwidth, shared internet connection and dedicated internet.
Okay. So that's 15,000 per user per year. And what is there a minimum cap on the users?
Minimum user now since actually it is 10 user minimum. That is what we recommend. And because there are a lot of departments and all these things, so manufacturing units should have that kind of. But as you mentioned, you are just a startup and maybe you have less number of users. So we can take an approval for 5 users. I mean, because we had given to few of the customers, but nothing below 5 users. Because when I say user, the cost is going to be that much only. So you use 1 user or 5 user.
I understand.
So just to make it simpler, we talk about user wise.
No, I understand, but what do you mean by that? So I will pay 15,000 for 5 user or 1 user? It's the same.
1 user per user per year.
Okay, so 15,000 into 5 would be my minimum cost.
Yeah, that would be yearly cost, annual cost, 75,000 rupees.
Okay, thank you.
And there would and there will be a one-time cost of training, implementation, configuration, and giving ready setup with your master data entries done, imported into the system and everything, and training and support. Because initially, ERP is a complex system, so everybody needs a training, and every system is a different system. So that is 25,000 rupees one-time cost.
Okay, and how long will this process take?
Normally, actually depends completely on the responses from the user side as well as from our side. So setting the server and all these things, it takes 4 to 5 days. There is an approval from Google and all these things. There is an internal process for us, so it takes 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
After 4 or 5 days, the implementation is already done. Now importing your data and all these things, we get the data in the meanwhile from your side. So a few things get simultaneously work. But our experience for your kind of industry, apart from customization, if you need some customization, that is secondary part. So maybe around a month's time it would take for you to go live, understanding the system or users or something.
Okay.
If it is a 30-40 user team and we have different people in departments, certainly then it will take 4 months or maybe 6 months or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay, for my case.
For your case, 2 to 3 users or 5 users up to maybe I think 1 month or something like that, provided we devote that time. When I'm saying 1 month, that means all 30 days are devoted.
Okay.
Like for example, this week we do 30 working days. 30 working days, yeah, to be precise with you.
Okay.
Max to max.
Okay.
And now since financial year end, so we are always pushing our customers to get trained and try to get live so that they can start using from 1st of April, new financial year.
I understand.
Yeah, so we normally force it in January.
I'll look in something after the April, May, so that others again I have to again open the books, again close the books.
Okay, so you're not planning to procure before April, I mean before March?
I don't think it's advisable because again half the data would be in Tally, half the data will be in this.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we procure now and within a month's time customization, or within February, your people or your team and get trained and keep trying on this thing. So from 1st of April 2020, there is a financial year. I don't know, your financial year is from April to March, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So from 1st of April, your entire data can be on ProERP.
Okay.
Yeah, even if you want to include accounts, yes, we can go live on accounts as well.
Okay. You can keep putting them separately.
Yeah. And customize, what we do is we give different environments. One is a testing environment and one is a production environment. Okay. Production means your live work. So it is not disturbed with your trials and testings and dummy data or something like that. So that environment is different.
Okay. So now, where in Pune, if I visit Pune, can I visit you? Is it?
You want to visit Pune? That's what you said?
If I come down, that's it. Sometimes we have a customer there.
You're always welcome, sir.
Okay.
Why should I need to come over here?
No, because you're available or not available. It depends on that. So.
That's the only thing. We might be traveling or we might be in some demos or something. So certainly you will not come directly. We might plan something.
Yeah. So no, that's what I said. I will take it forward. I will come down. I'll have a word with my partner about this. And then probably if you can share with me the contact for Mr. Ganesh. So if I have any, I want that production model basically, how I need it, if I can get it. Or we come there and we'll have a discussion on that.
Yes, sure. That is also there. What I will do now, I have already recorded our demo, this current demo, whatever we had been doing.
Okay.
Project, just share the link of the demo video as we recorded, demo screen video of it.
Okay.
And also to share Ganesh sir's number.
This would be nice when I can share it with my partner. Okay.
You can always revise what has been discussed or something like that. That is our practice, and we share with only our clients. I mean, whoever we are discussing.
Okay.
The entire discussion that we had till now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other commercial queries or to some extent technical queries which I can answer?
Yeah, commercial only, that much was my doubt. So this is going to come to 75,000. Almost the first time it will come around a lakh. After that, it will be 75,000.
75,000. Yes, exactly. And customization is 2,000 rupees per man day. I forgot to mention that. Any kind of customization that we need, it will be. Yeah. Customization is a time involved. Like I have to, my developer is involved, my tester person is involved. So it's an additional work that we are going to do.
Okay.
So whatever customization we document, I mean, we normally document the customization details, what exactly your requirement is, because there is 5%, 10% sometimes customization is required.
So to charge 2,000 rupees per
man day. Software industry works on a man day, man hours or man day. We charge man day.
Okay, I didn't. We'll see about this.
Yeah. So for example, you want a different report format which as per your requirement. I'm not talking when I say report format, that doesn't mean your letterhead or something. That is a default which we give. But you wanted some other report which is required by you. So that might take one day or 1.5 day.
So one time.
Yeah, it's a one time. It's a one time.
No problem. Okay.
Fair?
Okay. Is there any other subscription? Is there
No.
AMC or something?
No. Till the subscription is there, it is as good as you are paying rent, and you can use the subscription.
Okay. Is there a limit on the data that is saved on the cloud or something?
Yes, it is for 5 users. It is 5 GB.
For free users?
For 5 users.
Okay.
We are talking about 5 users now minimum.
Okay.
So 5 GB of data will be there. 5 GB of storage space will be given.
Okay.
So tomorrow it is 1 GB per user. So if tomorrow you increase 2 users, you will get additional 2 GB kind of.
What if I don't need to increase users? I just need to increase data.
Then that is also possible. In fact, storage space is very minimal, like 1,000 rupees GB or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's very cost. And certainly, if you are not uploading of your images or something like that, maybe if you are not uploading a lot of images or files or something like that, then I think 4-5 years it will still not get filled.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to take this call that I'm getting. Right, sir. It was nice.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Thanks.